We are the Nambale Magnet School, a unique primary school within the township of Nambale, Busia County, Western Kenya, bordering Uganda. Our uniqueness is the blend of sponsored learners who are orphaned or vulnerable and fee-paying learners from relatively privileged backgrounds. We are founded on timeless values for discipline and hard work. Our excellent facilities and a welcoming, creative environment enables learners to explore and discover the joy of learning. We ensure quality education with excellent academic outcomes. We hire motivated teachers and dedicated staff who engage in holistic education of the learner. We embrace a shared education philosophy that a conducive environment shapes, transforms, and propels one to realize their potential. Our motto is inspired to excellence. At 12 years of engagement, we have churned out 5 graduating classes with 100% transition rate to high school. Majority of government schools here in Kenya are yet to achieve this target. Some of our high achievers have been admitted to top national schools in the country, such as the Light Academy, Alliance, Kenya High, and so forth. The first group of graduates took their final high school exams in April 2020, and our top performers are now joining courses at the universities. These are aerospace engineering, law, pharmacy, education, journalism, nursing, and ICT. The COVID-19 pandemic affected us as much as other places. Kenyan schools shut down for 9 months, historically the longest recess ever experienced. As a school, we took the initiative to stay in touch with our learners to avoid eroding the success we had achieved. The senior classes, grades 7 and 8, became our focus group, given that national exams remain the only measure of success. Indeed, this strategy of constant contact with our learners, in spite of the long recess, paid off dividends. The grade 8 exams in March 2020 produced wonderful results, putting us at the top of Busia County with over 550 schools. The 2 candidates, a girl and a boy, tied in the top position, strengthening our gender inclusivity in education. In a strong patriarchal society, girls excelling in academic promotes our mission of alleviating poverty. As the former UN General Secretary Kofi Annan once said, to educate girls is to reduce poverty, and that there is no tool for development more effective than the education for girls. We are indeed grateful to many individuals and organizations that have continued to support this mission. Life is a mix of good and bad phases. In June this year, we experienced an unfortunate fire incident due to an electrical fault. As a result, 50% of the boys' dormitory was consumed, rendering our boys homeless for a time. Fortunately, no one suffered physical injury. Through the generosity of friends who responded to this tragedy, we were able to repair the less damaged parts of the dormitory and create new space to accommodate the boys for the time being. As a phoenix, we are rising from the ashes of the fire, strong and determined. We now need to rebuild that burnt down dormitory as an immediate measure. Coincidentally, the fire tragedy occurred in the face of a strategizing conversation on what the next decade should look like for the school. The Ministry of Education has made recommendations with regards to the safety of the children. These include a standalone dormitory which will host 160 boys, an administration block for efficient school operations, and a gate that would serve entry and exit efficiently. We are focusing on delivering another successful Class 8 in March next year, when the disrupted COVID-19 academic calendar comes to an end. Our goal is to strengthen the culture of success. We are also burdened with renewing our computer lab, which since 2012 has survived on refurbished desktops that are now gradually dying. From 45 pieces then, we are now down to only 20. The COVID-19 pandemic has put new pressure for virtual learning, an element we had never seriously considered. This would include eventually fitting smart boards and projectors for each of our presently 20 classrooms. Farming is part of our identity, and it instills in our learners a sense of duty, responsibility, and value for food security. It is also the foundation of agribusiness, which is what is feasible in a less industrialized nation like Kenya. Again, it is aligned to the new curriculum that the government has introduced, competency-based curriculum, whose demand and expectations are challenging many schools, while we are a stride ahead. These activities make our learning more integrated and relevant to the current trends in education. We want you to know how grateful we are for the support you've given us since the school's inception. From the buying of the land where the school is built, building it, educating children, sharing our successes, weathering the obstacles of life, and buying into the dream. Thank you. We also invite you to visit the school and witness the transformation that the school is doing in the Nambale community. Karibu sana.